check them. One is Aikman, Richie McGrath now replacing Harry Haynes, who, as you've heard, has been hospitalised. Number 2 is Back in Focus, Brian Hughes. 3, Basford Bob, Alan O'Keefe. 4, Cantlow is Dominic Ellsworth. 5, Cloudy 2, Shane Burns. 6, Caught in Motion, Jack Doyle. 7, Fists of Fury, Andrew McNamara. 8 is For Non-Stop, Daryl Jacob. Down to 9, Handy Andy, Joe Tizard. 10 is Jet Nova, Chock Thornton. 11, Listen Look, Sam Twiston Davis. 12, Mosley, the Mount of Barry Geraghty. 13 is Muldoon's Picnic, Jason Maguire. Take out 14. 15 is Russian Song, Aidan Coleman. 16 is Sandar, and a change of colours there. They are the colours that should have been on 14, or would have been on 14. Richard Johnson in the saddle. 17 is Westmeath, Davy Russell. 18, Urock, Peter Buchanan. 19, Sparky May, Kieran Burke. And 20, Indian Dodai, is the Mount of Ruby Walsh. So 19 runners in this John Smith's Sefton Novices Hurdle.
And your favourite is Sparky May at 4-1. Mosley's second in at 9-2. It's 15-2 for Caught in Motion. 8-1 Back in Focus. 11-1 for Non-Stop and Handy Andy. At 12s, it's Westmeath and Indian Day. 16-1 for Jet Nova. What's happening, Gary?
Well, I thought Mosley would definitely go a favourite, John, but the favourites are flip-flop now. Sparky May's 4-1. And it's ladies' days here, John, and the girls need some more champagne. We need a favourite. We need a favourite badly, John.
One bad statistic. One favourite out the last 7 has won. Jack Ketchum back in 2006. It's been a graveyard.
Think of the girls, John. Think of the girls.
I'm thinking of them, but the favourites don't win this race.
Well, as it is Ladies' Day, Sparky May would be a very, very appropriate winner. She's the only mare in the field. She's got a lot of public support. She's trained by Pat Rodford in Somerset. He doesn't have many horses. He's soon to retire. He's going to hand over to Kieran Burke, and he's particularly attached to this mare.
She's a lovely mare, isn't she, Claire? And ran a cracking race at the festival. Finished second to Cavego, beaten 10 lengths there, but she won a real good race at Ascot, and she beat that lovely mare of Nicky Henderson's yesterday, who ran so well yesterday, Carol's Legacy. There we got Mosley. This is owned by Michael Buckley, who I used to ride a lot of very good horses for, the Proclamation and Mutari. And this horse ran a cracking race at the festival, finished second to his stable companion, Bob's Worth.
I would give Caught in Motion a chance here, trained by Emma Laval.
Yeah, he's been running very good races all year, and Emma says he's well, but you don't know until they actually race. So he's been well since that Cheltenham run, but you know, she'll know in 5 minutes.
And Ruby Walsh wearing the colours of Clive Smith once again, who's successful earlier in the day on Masterminded. He's on Indian Dodai.
Yeah, this horse has done well in France, but we'll just find out how good he is today. Ruby just can't believe how he got beaten that last race.
No, he said to us he just couldn't. He came there and he thought, how did the horse empty? Just emptied on, stopped on the run from the line. Well, really from the elbow to the line. Anything else in this race?
Yeah, Handy Andy. I look forward to seeing him run, and a horse called Back in Focus.
That's it. They come in and they're off and running, setting off over 3 miles and half a furlong. And down to the inside, Aikman, one of the first to step off from Fists of Fury, who's right up there in the centre. On the near side, very prominent as well, Basford Bob, and in behind them is Cloudy too, as they meet the first of 13 flights and run up the home straight the first time. For Non-Stop is just behind them, a little bit wider out in the early stages. Back in Focus, who's very handy. They're followed next by Urock, the outside, and Trevor Hemmings's quarter jacket. They're followed by Mosley in about 7th position as they settle, followed then by Russian Song. Further back in the field, then out wider, Handy Andy, followed then by our St. R in the change of colours back in the field. Caught in Motion, giving them a start. So too at this stage, well back is Westmeath as they head towards the back and settle fully into stride. So Aikman shows the way. Sparky May's right out the back. Indian Dodai there as well, and so too is Muldoon's Picnic. But Aikman is the leader. From up in second, Fists of Fury. Tucked in behind in third is Back in Focus, followed then by Basford Bob as they head now towards the second. The leader's got over it okay, and the pace is pretty solid. Further back in the field then, getting up on the inside, is For Non-Stop in the red jacket. They're followed next by Urock, who's right there in the centre. Mosley, the black cap, white jacket out wider as they head over the third. They're followed by Sandar, who hit that pretty hard. He had to rein back. They're followed next by Jet Nova, the spotted jacket in the centre. They're nicely clear as they settle fully into stride. Russian Song is well back in the field. Caught in motion, giving them a long start as they come to the fourth. Sparky May still out the back, and not handling it at all well last is Muldoon's Picnic. But Aikman the leader by half a length. To up in second, Fists of Fury, then Basford Bob the outside. Tucked away behind them in fourth is Back in Focus. Followed then next on the outside as they round that corner by St. R, who's starting to take closer order. Further back is Handy Andy, trapped very wide. Russian Song in the centre. Jet Nova, the spotted jacket. Urok on his inside. Cantlow is not that far away. They're followed next by Cloudy 2 in the corded jacket. Further back in the field, the black colours of Caught in Motion, who's in about 10th or 12th position as they round that corner. Well back at this stage as they swing to the straight. Listen, Look, who's second last. Indian Dowdye is well back there as well, and Mulligan's Picnic is last of all as they head over the next. And the leader, Aikman, by 2 lengths to on the outside, Fists of Fury. In behind them as they head to the sixth is Basford Bob the outside, as they're all over that safely. Followed by For Non-Stop, who's on the inside. Back in Focus, very handy. Jet Nova not that far away. St. R just preceding him as they come to the one that will be the last next time around, the 7th. And Aikman on the inside is just showing the way here. But as they come up the straight, Mick, the pace has been pretty solid for this. And Back in Focus, very handy.
He is, but I think, you know, you've got to look at Mosley, the favourites here, travelling nicely. David Russell, you just seen him pick his horse up as well. Sparky May, she's cut her way through the field, travelling so easily. That's the way she travels. They've got a good gallop, but the thing is, it looks like a traffic jam on the motorway, Jim.
It does at times, and the stayers, the real stayers, are going to come to the fore on this circuit. So a circuit remaining, 6 to jump as they head to the back, and Aikman just being niggled by Richie McGrath, just showing the way here from on the outside. Fists of Fury in third, then follows Back in Focus, Brian Hughes, then back in fourth, the outside, St. R as they head to the back. Basford Bob is further back as they head now towards the 8th. Then on the inside is For Non-Stop as they head over that one. Jet Nova still right there in the centre. Handy Andy is off the track. Basford Bob has lost ground. Sparky May coming there strongly, followed by out very wide on the track now Mosley as they come towards the 9th. And they got over that one. Russian Song has lost ground. Indian Dodo is well out the back. It's Aikman, though, is still there. But here come the challengers on the outside. Fists of Fury. Also there is St. R, and Sparky May has come from near last and to be up there challenging on the outside third as they head over 4 out. Just behind them is Mosley, ridden along from Jet Nova, and then on the inside is For Non-Stop. Leaving the back now, St. R gets his neck in front on the outside. From on the inner, Fists of Fury, Sparky May coming there strongly. In behind them, Jet Nova from Mosley. Then rowing away as Aikman has lost his chance. 2 or 3 lengths away then is Westmeath coming into it strongly for Davy Russell, and they're followed further back in the field by Caught in Motion. But on the inside, St. R being tackled by Sparky May as they come around the turn. They're 5 lengths clear of the chasing pack. Jet Nova goes third from Fists of Fury. Westmeath still is staying on, followed by Aikman, and then Caught in Motion into the home straight. 3 left to jump. St. R on the far side, a neck clear as they jump the third last. Sparky May under the whip, called on for an effort now. 5 lengths to Cantlow, who's running on well as they come towards the second last. He steadies on St. R. He's about a length and a half in front. Sparky May, Caught in Motion, has gone. Indian Dowdye has been brought down. Ruby Walsh is on the floor. They've got 1 left to jump now. And St. R the far side from Sparky May and Cantlow. They come to the last. St. R jumped at Spring Hill. He's over 2 lengths clear. From in second, Sparky May. Cantlow is trying to get there as well. 100 yards left to go, and it's St. R out in front from Richard Johnson. Is 3 lengths in front and is going to outstay them. A great performance. St. R goes on to win it well. From Cantlow in second, Sparky May third. Fourth then is Fists of Fury, followed by Mulligan's Picnic, and behind them Aikman. And further back in the field is Jet Nova. They're followed by Back in Focus. And also back in the field is Cloudy 2, and then For Non-Stop. They're the only finishers.